Screencast 5 of 8. This is Daniel again, and here we're going to talk to you a little about a package database. Now, this is just kind of a package database that I created with regards to pulling all the different virtual products for the project that we're working on here, and the dating concierge. So here, something to keep in mind for long term: if you plan on using the Magento e-commerce system, you will need to convert this into the product scheme that your Magento setup or installation is going to be using, especially if you're using multiple different kinds of extensions that may affect your product database. It is important to reformat this down the line so that it lines up with that product, with your product database. So the key things here we wanted to go through were to have not only the name of said date, but also to kind of put down a shorter description and also a full description with regards to what the product itself is going to entail. Also, you want to notate here any venues or any like resources you might need in addition to specific partners which you may or may not already have lined up. Also here, as we scroll on by to the other section of the screen here, you can see that I've also already pre-segmented a bunch of these by product category. So in this case, we have relationship stage, activity type, time frame, date length, and also monetary. I also have a separate column for meta tags, which is something that we'll go into much later in the promotion process. Now from here, once you have everything done via one item here, the key thing you want to have for the short description and for the full description, as well as everything here, is you want to make it easy to understand. So you want to make the short description as short as possible. Just grab the gist of what it's going to be, make it sound fun, make it sound exciting, make the user want to purchase said item. You want to connect the value of this. In this case, date on the rapids. You want to kind of evoke the adventure, the exhilaration of going on a cruise together down the rapids. So it's really just a good example as to what you want to do. Also here, I've taken said database, and using the sort function in Excel, you can very easily create. You can also resort all the packages via various different categories. In this case, relationship stage, money, date length, time frame, design tag, which is another issue with regards to whoever's doing the CSS and design for your site. And I've also done this is another separate tab specifically for cultural dates. And then down the line here, we also have other different venues that we may be using. Or resources we'll be using for said items. Now, when creating these packages, it's important to make sure that you'll be having an item or product that's going to appeal to everyone in your demographic. If you have a very small demographic, make sure that it caters to all their needs. Make sure that it's appealing, it's exciting, it's engaging to the user. Because I think that from here, once you start incorporating this directly to the e-commerce section of your website, it's important to have a lot of these concretely defined as, when you go into the website, you'll be able to start going into more specifics and with design and with layout and whatnot. Now, when researching specific venues, it's important to use major websites out there in addition to your search engines to determine which resources, which venues may be most appropriate. In this case, with restaurants, with bars, clearly you have to go through places like City Search, like menu pages, to get and to Time Out New York to really Black Book to really get a better idea as to what resources you might need. And of course, there may be more industry-specific sites that you would like to use for your product or service, and we do recommend you go down the road and definitely start categorizing your different virtual products or downloadable products accordingly, so that these categories will properly segment your advanced search down the road. That's all for this time around, and we'll see you for number 6 coming up.